way hotter than Michelle said. I wonder if he's single.
I'm unattached.
What?
The sensor?
Oh. Simple yes or no's.
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever taken narcotics or medication from the ambulance for your own use?
No.
Kind of a Jake Gyllenhaal thing going on. Since the age of 18, have you committed an undetected crime?
No.
Have you ever accepted money or gifts for performing your regular duties?
No.
He's telling the truth. Cute and honest. Do you know what the polygraph examiner is thinking right now?
No. How would I know that?
Crap. Am I that transparent?
Well, I like how you slipped in the one about the examiner.
It's just keeping you on your toes and hopefully off mine. Sign there.
All right.
You are now officially confidential informant number A1138. Low profile. If anyone asks, I'm hijacking your observational skills. The face reading, photographic memory, I don't care.
Everything but the truth.
Exactly. Tell me I'm not gonna regret this.
Well, if I take time off work, my bills don't pay themselves.
You'll be paid cash from our CI fund. It'll be on a case-by-case basis.
Nice. When do I start?
There's the training, the skill assessment, the learning curve. How about right now? The Conservative Party is holding their leadership convention tomorrow. Colonel James Spires and Gordon Legree, the two
Frontrunners. Yeah. No, I also read newspapers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's no secret a lot of people despise Legree for his pro-war stance. Recently, there's been a series of threats against him, all anonymous and so far untraceable.
And you think that maybe someone's gonna follow through on their threats?
If I could answer that, I wouldn't need a telepath.
Fair enough.
How is this undercover exactly?
Nobody knows I'm working with the cops.
Nobody knows we're working. No.
I'm working with the cops. You're not getting sucked in on this.
Oh, so you get to be Jason Bourne and I'm Johnny Lame Job? Thanks a lot, Senior Buzzkill.
All right, look, first of all, you got to pick. Am I Bourne or my buzzkill?
You could be both. So what are we doing on this thing?
Okay, look, we take care of the usual skin knees. I read a few minds. You charm the ladies. Bob's your uncle.
I don't know what that means. Who's Bob?
Oh, it's just an expression. All right, here we go. There's the convention center.
Also, Bob is not my uncle. It makes no sense.
Policies we've set forth will be good for the economy, they'll be good for Canadians, they'll be good for Canadian families.
We live in a dangerous world, and burying our heads in the sand doesn't make us any safer.
This is just a mild spray. Put ice on it for 20 minutes, off for 20, repeat. You'll be good. Okay?
What exactly are you doing out here? Just keeping an ear out, an eye out, see if we pick anything up.
That's like, what, $300 after taxes?
I wonder how they cover this with ice.
You just doing some light summer reading? I mean, your range is increasing, right?
Yeah, a little. Why?
What about those guys? About 150 feet away, that's got to be a personal best.
4 hours overtime at $20 an hour.
Can't get him here. Too open. I can run. I know where. Can't turn back. Legree is mine.
Getting something?
Got a hit.
What kind of hit?
I think someone's gonna go after Legree. I heard can't turn back, Legree is mine.
You calling McCluskey?
I got to find Legree.
Anything I can do?
Stay put. Excuse me.
For all his posturing as a military man, the truth is Colonel Spires belongs in the Liberal Party with the rest of those, waving the
Can't
white
turn back.
Hey, stop, got the flowers!
Message for ya.
That was clean hide!
It's just lucky the only blood spilled was fake. Let's make sure the rest of this comes off without any more trouble. I'll be on site with Sergeant McCluskey assisting. Are we sufficiently staffed, Sergeant?
We've stepped up our presence since the incident, sir. We have to assume that the protesters have more up their sleeves. We're coordinating with a number of police security.
We also have eyes and ears through the hallways, surveillance apparatus, and also metal detectors at each entrance.
Any other intelligence assets, Corporal?
Well, we have CI on the floor.
Someone inside the protest group?
No, sir. I have a man on the ground who knows how to spot trouble. He's the one that got us onto the prankster.
Not soon enough, it seems. I happen to know both these candidates personally. Let's be sure we don't have another incident.
I had him. I couldn't get there in time.
Well, at least you spotted the threat.
So what now?
Legree is on the warpath. He's reached out to my superintendent and demanded a larger I.I.B. presence.
Okay, so what does that mean?
So anything you see or hear,
Read.
bring to me and I'll figure out how to deal with it.
All right. Got it.
Might be married, but he never wears a ring.
Left at the middle aisle, placard goes on 6th row. Never enough hours in a day.
Okay, that guy is totally shooting me out.
Wow, check her out.
I don't know where this goes.
That should take care of it. And seriously, you gotta lift from the knees when you're doing that, okay? Thanks very much, Trust. Take care.
$50 on the Bruins. Dogs are killing me.
There's no way I can do a whole day.
So, you getting anything?
Random stuff.
Never ceases to amaze me. You're like a telepathic radar. Early warning detection system. The last line of defense against all foes, foreign and domestic.
This is what you've been waiting for. Line it up. Only get one shot.
Do you see somebody up there?
Yeah, 2 o'clock. He's fixing the lights or something.
They're all dead. Metal lamp, you've got a bullet coming. You bastard.
Oh, hey, Toby, talk to him, man.
He wasn't fixing the lights.
What'd you read?
Where'd he go?
Where'd who go? Who is this guy?
Gotta find Michelle.
Are you sure this wasn't another paint balloon?
He's got a rifle. He's gonna use it.
Okay, I'm coming with you. I just gotta pack the rig up.
We've searched the catwalks. There's no one there.
I know what I saw.
So you read a guy thinking about a gun. Does that mean there is a gun? I still don't know how this thing of yours works.
You've got to search everybody. You got to check every room.
We do that and the convention is over. That's not my call. You're the witness. You saw the gun. You have to convince my boss, and you have to back him up. Understood?
Totes. Yes. Totes is like this.
Mr. Bay.
Yeah.
So tell me what you saw.
On the west end of the building, on the catwalk, we saw a guy.
Wearing
beige overalls, baseball hat.
tall, short,
I couldn't really tell.
Caucasian, black, Latino, Asian?
It was pretty far away, but he was crouching down in a suspicious manner.
Suspicious how? Are you sure it was a man?
I saw a gun.
You actually saw it?
A rifle with a scope.
You saw it too?
I saw a glint.
Well, thank you very much. Your vigilance is appreciated. Sergeant McCluskey will let you know if we need anything further.
Okay.
So you're going to tell me why you are wasting your time with these clowns?
They reported seeing someone with a gun, sir.
With a scope. I got that. Couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, but they both saw a scope. Come on, McCluskey, you trying to justify the hire?
If Logan says that he saw a gun, then I believe him.
Now, your guy, he failed to stop an assault. So what does he do? He sees another threat to redeem himself.
That's not who he is, sir.
This convention is going to choose the next leader of the party. It may even choose the next prime minister. I'm not going to shut it down based on a couple of overactive imaginations. If there is an imminent threat, bring me the evidence.
I don't know, smuggling a balloon full of red paint into a hotel and sneaking a big-ass rifle into a convention are two very different things.
No, I know. I know what I saw. You saw the guy up there, too.
Yeah, but what if he was just daydreaming or something? I mean, you know, you're looking down at the crowd from the catwalk, you think, oh, maybe this is how Oswald felt. I don't know.
Right, but this was different. The guy, he had intent. He was like he was lining up his target.
Well, the guy could be anywhere.
Hey,
It's everything I saw and heard when I connected with the guy.
weapon being assembled. Voices say metal lamb?
It was all bathed in red light.
Okay, metal lamb. In Chinese astrology, it signifies both the years 1931 and 1991.
I'm not sure the Asian community is particularly upset with Legree. Is there anything else?
The only other reference I get is a metal hair barrette with a cute little lamb design.
Maybe he pissed off a bunch of 13-year-old girls.
And there's no saving him.
Keep digging. Everyone's on alert between I.I.B and Hall Security. We're gonna find this guy, assuming he is there.
He's here. I saw him.
I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Hey, dude, come on, you did your duty, right? You called it in. There's security guards everywhere. Outside is teeming with cops. What more can you do? Huh?
Whoa.
Hey, level C chest pains?
Chest pains?
Yeah, they're called level C quarter. Chest pains, loss of breath.
Okay, this is level E.
Yeah, that's what I said. Level E.
No, E as in echo.
Echo. Oh, no, sorry, I meant C, as in chalupa.
You called our supervisor.
He's on his way.
Oh, great.
Now, would one of you gentlemen like to tell me why one of our confidential informants faked his way into a restricted area?
This is bananas. We're not a threat. We came to you.
Unfortunately.
Sir, if you'll just hand them over to me, I promise this won't happen again.
So maybe it wasn't the best idea to go up there.
My boss has you pegged as the boy who cried wolf.
Only there is a wolf and his intentions are lethal.
You, Totes, back to the ambulance. You come with me. Wooden stock?
Metal. Had vents going down the barrel. No, shorter than this, and the grip was in the middle of the gun.
That doesn't sound like a rifle.
That's what I saw on his head. There was also 2 magazines, one in the front, one behind the grip. Very close to that one.
Yes?
It's it right there.
Well, that's not some nut job with Daddy's hunting rifle. That's some serious hardware.
How serious?
Only pros walk around with these. Law enforcement, anti-terrorist squads, military.
Spires makes a big deal about having served in Afghanistan.
The metal lamb thing, it could be code for a battle op.
It feels ex-military. What if Legree is not the target? What if it's actually Spires?
From now on, no assumptions. The target could be on either candidate.
Sir, look, this was all a big misunderstanding.
Seems to be both of your fortes. Where's Logan?
Still filling them in on what he saw.
You know, I could have been slicing golf balls into the trees today. How do you think I feel about having to give that up, huh?
Not particularly happy?
Well, I'm guessing you gentlemen are getting my next round.
No, absolutely. My friend Eric knows this great peeler bar. We can head there after work, and it's like...
Round of golf, Mr. Bay.
Of course.
A round of golf.
Right. I don't know why I said strip clubs. Not even...
Shut up. I'm gonna walk away now.
Cool. That's good. Okay. I'll be here then. I'll just stand here and stop talking.
Can I help you?
Sergeant McCluskey, I.I.B.
Robert Ventone, Chief of Security.
Do you have a minute?
Mr. Spires isn't available at the moment.
We're looking into possible threats against the candidates.
Anything that rises to a level of serious concern?
You ever seen one of these?
DSR-1 bullpup. German army used something like it for base defense up north.
You ever seen it used domestically?
Trade shows in the States. That's a SWAT weapon. Long distance tool. Very specialized.
You were over there with Colonel Spires?
Yes, ma'am. Private. 2nd Battalion.
We've got a problem.
You agree with the Colonel about pulling out of the war?
We lost a lot of good people fighting over a useless patch of dirt that wasn't worth dying for.
The words metal lamb mean anything to you?
How does she know about that?
They're all dead, Metal Lamb. I am not signing this lot.
Pick it up!
Sorry. No idea.
Thank you for your time.
He's lying. Yeah, he was thinking about an argument or something. The struggle in a military tent. It wasn't too clear. I heard the words, "They're all dead, Metal Lamb."
Okay, what's he hiding? These soldiers were in the same unit as Ventone. Did you see any of them when you were bouncing around in his head?
That guy right there, that's the guy who's saying Metal Lamb.
Private Scott Flynn.
And this is the woman he tangled with when he freaked out.
Corinne Romley. His top advisor.
You think Flynn's our shooter?
Well, that would be some trick. Flynn never made it home, MIA and presumed dead. So, whatever went wrong that day in the desert, this incident you've been seeing, you think that's what's driving the shooter?
Spires commanded the unit. He was the one in charge of life and death decisions.
Dangerous mission, things go sideways. Flynn blames his commanding officer. Still doesn't explain how he's back from the dead.
Let's say he survives. And he makes his way home. And then he dedicates himself to one thing.
Payback to the man who sent him into battle. Yeah, it's a theory.
That's all I got. You got a better one?
A discharged troop blames blowhards like Legree for getting us into this mess. I don't know. I'm not ruling anything out. We're here to see Corinne Romley.
It's all for the Union, okay? Everything positive.
Corinne Romley, Chief of Staff.
Sergeant McCluskey, I.I.B. We spoke on the phone.
The kind of frenzy Legree whips his supporters into, we get our fair share of threats. But the good news is this is the same team that kept the colonel safe through Kandahar, Kabul, and the Shahikot Valley, so I'm sure we can get him through a political convention without incident. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Toby Logan.
Let me guess, undercover?
Can you think of any reason that someone would want Mr. Spires dead?
Is this just an overabundance of caution, or is there something you'd like to share with me?
What can you tell us about Scott Flynn?
What does that have to do with the current situation?
Humor us.
Private Flynn disappeared on night patrol in Jalalabad. Flynn!
I am not signing this lie. They're all dead.
Get a grip, soldier! We heard enemy fire. He never returned. You have no idea what that can do to a unit.
Did they ever find his body?
We left him behind. No, don't get up.
Excuse me. Say again.
It's a hell of a thing to go off to war. With just a weapon in your hand, a soldier at your side, and one promise that you cling to. If you fall, you will not be left behind. We failed him, pure and simple. Now, I assume this is about that unfortunate attack on Mr. Legree.
No, sir, we have the man responsible for that.
Good, good.
We think there may be a much larger threat against you, Colonel Spires.
Really?
I'm thinking Spires was there when it all went down.
Same incident in the barracks?
Yeah, this time I saw bodies lined up on the ground.
Enemy soldiers or their own?
Not sure. Looked like a family that were covered in sheets.
Whatever it was, that puts Spires, Van Tone, and Corinne Romley together with Private Flynn sometime before Flynn goes missing. I'm gonna get Dev down here. Come with me, I'm gonna need you.
Ouch. Why are you using 1-inch staples?
So it doesn't come off when you're waving it around.
Mission accomplished. You know, next time you should just use one of those big foam fingers.
Just get it off me, damn it.
Mr. Bay, can you explain to this man that we're trying to help him and his attitude isn't helping?
What my boss is trying to say is I'm trying to help you and your attitude isn't helping. You ever do arts and crafts as a kid? There you go. Thank you, sir.
I dug this out of the security tapes. Tell me if this is your guy.
Yeah, that's him. Beige overalls, baseball hat, huh?
Comes out in about a minute. Let me fast forward.
You think that could be Flynn?
You can't make out his face.
He didn't go in with the bag, but he's coming out with it.
So he didn't go up there to plant the gun. He went up there to pick it up.
Which is how he must have gotten it past security. Dev, alert all units to search for this guy.
Jeez. Give a guy a heart attack. Didn't know you were up here, man. Just finishing a sweep. It's all good.
Get a grip, soldier!
They're all dead. I am not signing their lives.
So there I was, baby in one hand. The fire was so close I could taste it.
Listen, Sergeant, I want to apologize for earlier.
All right, well, maybe you can apologize now for interrupting me. So
Right.
just keep this immobilized as possible. You know, I recommend that you take an X-ray just to make sure. Okay, excuse me. Superficial burns backstage. Yeah, okay. Well, Mr. Bay and I can handle that. Thank you very much, ma'am. It's nice meeting you. You're on duty back here.
Yeah, well, you know, cops are probably done with me anyway, so.
Yeah. You know, Logan, not that you're asking, but you know where I'd be if I screwed up the way you do?
You probably would be wearing that gray shirt, wouldn't you?
Probably not gainfully employed.
Right.
Pain in the neck.
No, it's gonna have a little headache.
No, I mean you. Now, I don't know why you and your partner were requested for this detail, but I gotta figure there's a reason. All I ask is that someday you tell me what it is.
Sure.
Flynn's only family is a brother named Jackson back in Edmonton. Still haven't been able to reach him, though.
What about the weapon?
There's 3 SWAT teams in Canada testing the bullpup sniper rifle. London, Quebec City, and Edmonton. I got calls into all 3.
Okay, well, Flynn is from Edmonton. Why don't you see if there's a connection?
The minute those doors open, hundreds of bodies piling. It's gonna be a lot harder to find our guy.
Dev, your optimism is always appreciated.
did they get the name?
I don't know. Look, she asked me, do the words metal lamb mean anything? God. Should we tell him?
No. Take care of it. Hey.
Hey.
Sorry I got you in trouble with your boss.
I guess I could say the same thing.
Grab a chair, man.
Sure. What's going on?
I had to circumvent a few firewalls and spoof an IP, but I got to some way deep military records. Metal Lamb is actually Meadowland. It's a town 47 clicks northwest of Jalalabad.
Impressive.
You got your skills? I got mine.
2006, Spire's unit was in the area.
Here's the official report. While they were patrolling outside a cluster of farms east of the town, Taliban came in and wiped out the farmers. Cable news reported on it a day or so after the incident.
8 bodies, all attributed to a brutal Taliban attack. Now, these villagers had all been accused of cooperating with Allied soldiers, something as of yet that has not been confirmed.
2 weeks later, Flynn goes MIA.
They're all dead, men Harlam. That's what Flynn was talking about, the attack.
No, it feels like a cover-up.
This reeks of a last-minute political smear.
Well, I believe there's a dangerous person out there who's motivated by something that happened back in Afghanistan.
Is that right?
Why did Flynn let you down back in Meadowland?
He didn't let us down. We let him down.
What do you mean?
I'm sitting here. He isn't.
We murdered those people. Jackson, it's Scotty. I'm in deep here. Look at the Meadowland!
We know Flynn was making satellite phone calls back home. He told someone what happened. He wasn't supposed to be making calls, was he?
How do they know all this? I'm being set up.
Who was he calling? He wasn't married.
Fantome. Selling me down the river.
You don't want to end up wearing all of this. You gotta tell the sergeant everything.
He had an older brother who lived in Edmonton. He called him every week on satellite phone. It was his emotional lifeline.
So he told him what he saw.
We didn't talk about what we saw over there. I wish I could forget what I saw. We were chasing phantoms.
And you thought you found them.
Stop now, stop. Don't say another word.
Benton says you were responsible, that it was your call.
That's a lie. We had intelligence reports. We had reliable intelligence reports. They were holed up in that farmhouse.
So there wasn't any Taliban fighters in that farmhouse, was there?
Flynn wouldn't go along with the cover-up.
He was a stand-up guy.
Look at the Meadowland!
We know Colonel Spire shot Flynn. And you're covering up for him. You've got to stop protecting him.
You don't understand. It was an accident.
Well, if you ask me, neither one of these mothers is worth voting for.
Yeah. You know, a lot of probabilities being what it is. I guess one of them has to win this thing, right?
It's like choosing between mayonnaise and white bread.
I don't even like mayonnaise.
You know, I should go into politics.
You should, sir.
Yeah, I got something to say.
Yeah, you were totally full of opinions, yeah. And you know what? You'd have my vote right off the bat.
Patronizing me, Mr. Bay.
No.
Contact Klein and the Military Prosecution Service. Find out how we proceed on this thing.
What about Spires? Do we wait until after the convention?
First, I want to hear everything you have.
Well, the MIA soldier's brother, Jackson.
Yeah.
Turns out he's a 12-year vet of the Edmonton police. He's a SWAT team sniper. He spent the last 4 years lobbying both the military and politicians to look into his brother's death.
But nothing came of it, no doubt.
They shut him down. His last few emails accused the Army of cover-up.
Sir, Flynn was on the phone with his brother telling him about the attacks when he was killed.
That's not all. The brother took a leave from the Edmonton police 4 weeks ago. They haven't been able to reach him, but they just sent me his photo.
Are you telling me we have a SWAT sniper gone rogue and no one can find him?
There's got to be a list of everyone who's authorized access to the convention hall.
I already cross-referenced names, but now I can plug in the facial recognition. It'll just take me a sec.
Why don't you go back down to the convention floor and see if you can get anything?
Sure. Not good. Jackson Flynn used an assumed name.
He's working security.
His temporary assignment 3 weeks ago.
Unbelievable.
Well, that explains why our sweeps keep coming up empty and why he had free reign to come and go.
We're an hour away from the doors opening. Get the word out now. I want every cop in this building checked. I want this man found. And until he is, this convention does not go forward.
We have to keep spires away from the convention floor. It's the sniper's kill zone.
Too late. That looks like an impromptu press conference. That's going out live.
We need to get down there. Alert our people on the floor.
Now, I've been getting a lot of questions in this campaign about what we intend to do financially. And well, we've come up with a bunch of answers.
Keep looking. I wanted 20 on every security guard in the building.
Let's do this quietly. I don't want chaos on national television.
They'll be good for Canadian families. We're looking into universal child care. But it's only under my plan. We will not be closing down any prisons. Now, Mr. Legree says he has a plan. We haven't heard anything, sir.
Don't do it, Jackson.
Your brother wouldn't have wanted this.
Spires murdered him.
Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm very sorry.
You've proved your point. Step away from the weapon.
He has to pay for what he did.
Spires buckled under the pressure. Scott didn't. He stayed true to his oath as a soldier.
I heard him dying.
I know you did. This isn't gonna bring him back.
Step away from the weapon.
If you love your brother, don't dishonor him.
There's going to be a military investigation. The truth will come out.
So we're good?
The superintendent has agreed to let me keep confidential informant A1138 discreetly.
All right. So you didn't ask any questions?
As long as he gets results, he doesn't want to know anything. The Army has reopened the case on the Meadow Lamb incident. They're also looking for Flynn in Afghanistan. For now, they're classifying it as friendly fire.
And what about Corinne Romney's statement?
Military investigations are slow and behind closed doors. But you know what? It's going to take a while. We'll keep the pressure on, and we're going to nail Spires.
Can you believe that guy almost became our next prime minister?
The good thing about politics is close doesn't count.
Right. Horseshoes, darts.
I feel the rain is lifting. Look to the sky, the clouds are shifting.
And another beer for you.
Oh, I'm gonna switch to water.
Oh, that's what's wrong. You've never met a brew you didn't like.
No, I know. I just want to start taking a little bit better care of myself. You know, I can't back you up at work if I'm hungover.
True. Yeah. Well, why can't you turn over this new leaf tomorrow? That'd be much better.
Why? What's the difference?
Hey, come on in.
Hi.
Hey.
Sandy? What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here to play cards. Didn't Toby tell you?
Slipped my mind.
Where's Olivia?
She's on her way.
Whoa. What'd you bring here?
Oh, I've got brie, cranberry jalapeno jelly, and saltwater crackers.
And what is wrong with chips?
I don't do junk. Sue me. What I need is a drink, because this infidel is calling my name. Can I pour you some?
Well, he can't. He's turning over a new leaf.
Yes, yeah, I am turning over a new leaf from beer to wine. So this is perfect. Antioxidants, right?
Excellent. Why don't you pour yourself a glass and then get me a straw for the rest?
Woman after my own heart, Sandy Wardwell. Nice.
I just haven't been caught yet.